Hey guys, so Korra Obidi is elated with joy. She said she woke up this morning and she was just so happy to see that she's on the Amazon bestsellers list, honey. Because as you guys know, if people pledge money to buy the book, you pre-order the book, the rating in terms of you getting on that bestsellers list goes up. So it's apparent that the number of people who pledged to buy the book made her get on that bestsellers list, honey. Now, I would love to know what's in that book. I don't know if I'm going to buy it, but I'm going to hear the buzz about it, and then I'm going to wait and maybe buy it later. I don't know yet. I'm on the fence. But she did say that she's nervous that the book is coming out. She said, I don't want you guys to judge me. She also said if there are any parents out there who have a 16 and 17-year-old daughter, to go get the book. Because apparently she's not only revealing stuff about her ex-husband, she's also revealing stuff about herself, honey. And whatever it is that she has revealed, she's kind of nervous. She says she's very nervous about it. She is hoping she's not judged too harshly. And when she said that, I started to think. I said, you know what? If whatever she said about herself is so detrimental that's going to cause people to look at her sideways and think ill of her, then she shouldn't have put it in the book. You don't have to put everything, folks. You can omit something. You can omit something. You do not have to say it all. In spite of what people think, that they got to tell all their business when they're writing these autobiographies. No, you don't. That's why people have a volume 1, 2, 3, and 4 coming out, because they didn't tell it all in the first version, the first volume. So you got to get wise. Don't listen to these people who are helping you to buy the book, or the publisher, or whoever it is that's telling you put everything in the book. No, you don't have to. So Korra is like going through this. I got a sense that she's going through this regret, for lack of a better word. She's kind of regretting putting everything about herself in the book. It's one thing putting everything about another person, but it's another thing when you put everything about yourself and people are going to look at you and judge you based on what you put in that book. So what I have to say to Korra is that if there's a second version coming out, don't put everything out there. You don't have to put everything out there. Another thing I wanted to address is this skimpy outfit she had on. Remember the skimpy outfit, the little short skirt that was all the way up to her ass cheek showing? I hope she wasn't taking June to school looking like that. Because let me tell you something. It's one thing being a performer where you have to wear certain outfits, because that's part of your job, performing. But when you stepping out with your two little girls, they're not boy children, they're girl children, and you have on the skirt is so short that you can see the butt cheeks, and then you got high heel shoes on, like if you're a call girl with all this short skirt. It's not a good look, my dear, because you got two girls, and those two girls are very impressionable. A lot of people don't realize that girls that age, children that age, they see everything mom and dad doing and they want to mimic. Sometimes they see you dressing up, they want to play dress up. They see you putting on your lipstick, they want to put lipstick on. They see you putting on your eyebrow pencil, they doing the same. They see you with your little bag, they want to go get your bag and pretend. They want to push their foot in your high heel shoe. Guess what? When they see you with that short skirt, guess what they want to do? They want to wear short skirts also. When they hit junior high school, that's going to still be in their mind. And the first chance they get to put on them short skirts, they're going to do it. And who will be to blame? Korra. A lot of parents don't realize the example they set at an early age. When those children become preteen, because that's when they start acting out. All you mothers and fathers out there know what I'm talking about. If you got any teenagers, any preteen, those are like the worst years for parents, okay? Forget about that, the toddlers and the terrible twos. They ain't got nothing on these preteens and teenagers, okay? They're like children from hell, most of them. But that's when she's going to have problems with these two little girls, because she's laying the foundation of how they should act later on. How are you going to step out your house with a short skirt like that, up to your ass, in high heel shoes, stepping, and with these two girls on your arms? I can understand if she step out on her own. Don't have the children with her because she's going to some gig or wherever she's going. I don't know if she was dressed like that for the day, if that's how she normally would get dressed up to go outside to take the children out. But if that's the normal dress code to take the children out, I'm here to tell Miss Korra Obidi that, honey, that's not the way you'd get dressed up. Everybody does their own thing with their own children. I understand that. But this is a high-profile case where her husband is trying to take the girls from her. So she should not be stepping out with no short skirt all the way up to her ass with the children with her. If she does it and the children are not with her is one thing. But when the children are with her, she got to be very, very careful, because that husband is watching every little thing, including her dress code when she's with the girls. So I'm telling you, I know this Korra she doesn't like a lot of clothes. She's not the type of woman to cover up. But at one point, she have to bear responsibility and be the adult and say, you know what? I don't like a lot of clothes because I'm a performer. And the way I perform is, scantily dressed. But I have young daughters to think about. Let me be mindful when I'm with them to carry myself and conduct myself in a certain way that they are not impressed with how I'm dressed. So when they become preteen, they want to dress this way too. Because a lot of parents don't know where the kids get it from, but they forget when those kids were little, they were dressing like that, with the asses out, and the coochie pants and the hoochie pants and all kinds of scantily clothes. And so Korra got to be very, very careful how she's raising those girls, because those girls are watching her every move. Not only her ex-husband, but those girls are watching too. And so far, from what I see, she's quite happy dressing that way. She was stepping in those high heels like, child, I am the shit. That's how she was stepping. But I'm here to tell you, honey, you were not the shit. You were not the cat's meow. You were not a bag of chips and then some. You were none of that. What you were was a woman who looked desperate for attention. That's what I saw. I'm calling it like it is. A lot of you may or may not agree, but that's what I saw. I saw a woman who wanted attention, And so she dressed the part. I'm wondering if Korra got a boyfriend. Now that she's divorced, I think she needs a boyfriend. I really do. And the boyfriend can give her the attention that she needs and wants. Because I watch her tonight. She had on her pants slit to the side and doing the was, and shaking and grinding and gyrating and hamming it up for the camera. That she gonna dance. She gonna dance to her, for her fans. And the behind is going and the twerking and the carrying on. Like if she wants attention. This is a woman who is starving for attention. I don't know if she have a boyfriend. She has never shown a boyfriend since she's gotten a divorce. But maybe that's what she needs. A lot of times when women are starving for attention, they act out in certain ways. They may wear clothes that is so revealing that it leaves nothing to the naked eye. And sometimes, based on their actions, you can tell that that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a man, but they don't know how to, since she's got these two young children, I'm wondering if anybody's approaching her. Maybe if she's being approached, maybe she's turning them down. And if she's turning them down, maybe she needs not to turn them down because she needs attention. She's starving for attention. Nobody gets dressed like that in them short skirt that I saw the other day. And you cannot tell me that person is not starving for attention. That's an attention seeker if I ever saw one. I'm not here to bash Korra. I'm not bashing Korra. So all of those who want to inbox me and say I'm bashing, I'm not bashing. I'm pointing out a fact that when women dress this way and they have young girls they're raising, those young girls turn into hoochie mamas. Some of them starve for the same type of attention by wearing the same type of clothes, and they get themselves into trouble. Their advantage is taken upon them when they dress that way. And when they dress that way, oftentimes they see the mother dressing that way. So when they grow up, they want to dress that way. So if Korra doesn't want hoochie mama girls on her hands that she got to deal with later on and fuss and fight with them for them to dress appropriately, then she better straighten up her act, because it looks to me like if she's like living out her teenage years. Like she didn't get in her mind yet that she's a mother. She got two young girls raising. She's no longer a teenager. But that's the way she acts and the way she dresses. It just signals to me that this woman really thinks she's a teenager. Gone are those days. You're a mother now, raising two girls. So dress and act appropriately when you're with the girls. Nobody gives a damn how you act when you're doing your show because you're into show business, when you're singing, when you're doing your belly dancing, when you're gyrating and twerking and all of that. Nobody cares. But when you're with the girls, I think most people want to see you, Korra, straightening up your act. Okay? And don't forget, your ex-husband is looking at everything. That man is not skipping a beat. He's not missing nothing. So all that stuff that you're doing, he's taking note. And maybe you're doing it just for his attention. A lot of times when women say they're done with a man, done with a marriage, and the marriage is over, and they don't have a boyfriend, they wanted their freedom so badly. Now that they got their freedom, they ain't got a man. And they acting and they dressing so provocatively in these skimpy outfits, and always whining and gyrating to the camera, and you're on the stage. You're practicing to be on the stage, but you're constantly gyrating like that and dressing inappropriately around your girls. You're crying for attention. That's what I see. Maybe you want to send a message to your ex-husband that you're still hot. All alleged. But that's what I see. Maybe she's trying to send a message to Justin Dean that she still got it, that she's still hot. Look what you're missing. Look how hot I am. You're missing all this. Wuss, wuss, wuss. Honey, that man don't want it anymore. All he wants to do is put you through hell. That's all he wants, to put you through hell. So you got to get on. You say you're getting on with your life. We heard that several times. But to me, you don't really get on with your life. He is trying to hurt you. You trying to make him look at all the things that he is missing. All of this. Look at this fabulosity. Watch how I twerk. Look at the wuss. Look how I gyrate. Look at the skimpy clothes. Look how I lost the weight. Oh, look at me, fabulous me. Look at me. Look at Korra. That's what I see. You trying to send that message to your ex-husband that he is missing a lot. My dear, is he missing a lot, or are you the one who is missing him? See, you're not telling everything. But I got a clear sense that you miss him. You can't come out and say it because of all your fans and your sister and all these people in your life who are in your ear. But I have a clear sense that you miss that man. But you're not going to come out and say it. But that's what I see. Drop it in the comments section, people. Let me know if you all think on the same line. Is Korra missing her husband? That's why she's dressing and acting this way. Constantly on the life. Oh, I don't miss him. I'm getting on with my life. Oh, blah, sue me if you want to. I'm putting out this book, blah, blah, blah. But when you dress in all them skimpy outfits, and you're on the internet and you got 2 young girls watching you, you don't give a damn because you want to send a message. Who you sending the message to? As far as I know, you don't have a man in your life. So who is the message going to really? The ex-husband? Maybe. Allegedly. Does he care? Maybe. Maybe not. What I see, he don't give a damn. All he wants to do is cause pain in Korra's life. That's all. So if she think all this skimpy dressing is gonna, get him jealous. No, honey. What it's doing is just demeaning you and bringing you down. Like I said before, I can understand if Korra dresses up that way to go on stage. It's a stage act performance. She dresses that way. She's a belly dancer. She's an exotic dancer. Whatever the title, I don't know. So don't come for me, all right, people? I don't know the woman's title, what she goes by when she gets on stage. All I know, she's a dancer. If all this is to get him jealous, all this skimpy dressing. She was dressing in these skimpy outfits when she met him and after they were married. But I would think she would tone it down a bit because she have girls. When you have girls, you got a lot to think about. And maybe somebody needs to sit down with Korra and say, listen, I understand you were dressing this way before when you were a teenager. It's nothing wrong with you dressing that way if you like that. But when the girls are around you or when you're stepping out with the girls, you got to cover up a little bit, okay? Because these are girls. You got to think about them. You got to set the stage because they're watching you. They're impressionable. And whatever you do now, they're going to do later on. And if you don't want trouble in your hand and have unruly girls as preteen and teenagers, that may be one of the things that you got to fight them on, to dress appropriately. But how can you fight with them later on when you set in the stage now with your inappropriate dressing? So maybe somebody needs to sit down and talk to her, because she can't see where she's going wrong. There's no way she can see where she's going wrong, because she's going to say, I've always dressed this way. But yes, you were dressing that way because you were a teenager. But now you move. How old is Korra? I don't even know. Is she about in her 20s? I would think she's in her 20s, maybe. I don't think she's in her 30s yet. I could be wrong, but let's say for the sake of argument, she's in her 20s. She's out of the teenage years. You got to be responsible enough as a mother, because she's a mother now. She got kids, not one, but two. Watching and learning. And sometimes I wonder if she's not doing all this to antagonize her husband. Really. I really wonder sometimes. Because as much as she say that he is always after her and threatening to sue and all this stuff, I think she's doing some stuff to antagonize him also. She's on the cover about it though. You know, some women would get right out and say, you know, I'm going to make him miserable just like how he make me miserable. She's not coming out and say that. All she says is that she wants peace. She wants him to leave her alone, but she's doing stuff to antagonize him. I know this. Okay? When you step out with a short skirt, all the way up to your ass, your butt cheek, high heel shoes, and you step in like if you're going on the corner, that's antagonizing your mate. Because a lot of men don't want their young daughters to be around that. A lot of guys don't want their young daughters to be around that, because they'll tell you in a heartbeat, I don't want my daughter to grow up and work the pole, to be no pole dancer. Because when you dress like that and your girls see it, they're going to want to dress that way and maybe be attracted to a strip club. Who knows? It's hypothetical. But all those things should cross Korra's mind. If she's going to dress this way and the girls grow up and want to dress that way, they may be attracted to the wrong things based on how they're dressed and how people treat them. Because how you dress, people treat you. The words that come out your mouth, people treat you based on that also. So if you don't want people to, because people don't know what's in your heart and soul. They only judge you based on the physical, what they see, how you dress, and what comes out your mouth. They don't know what's deep down in your heart, how you're such a good and kind and loving person. And you are not about that life. They judge you based on what they see. Just like how Korra may be the most loveliest person in the world, but based on what I see with all this dressing scantily, I already have a conception of her in my mind. And I'm a woman. Imagine guys who are looking at that. A lot of young men looking at that. Old men looking at that. They got a conception in their mind also of what they view her as. I see somebody who is starving for attention. That's what I see. A man may not see the same thing. So Korra, my dear, get your act together in terms of your dress code when you're around your girls, when you're stepping out with your girls. because they are impressionable. Anyway, guys, I think those are the topics I want to discuss when it came to Korra. And I wish her all the best with the book. I know she said there were so many orders for the book that it got her on the bestsellers list already. So I am just like everybody else, dying to know what's in that book, because she says she was so nervous and she hoped that you guys don't judge her. And I'm saying, child, if you're worried about people judging you, you shouldn't have put that part in the book. That's all I got to say about that. You don't put stuff in what you're going to be ashamed of. Okay? Because she's like, to me, having like second thoughts about some of the things she put in. She was nervous as hell. And I said, I want to know what those things are. At first I said I wasn't going to buy the book, but now, based on what she said tonight, I think I want to buy that book. I want to know what's in that book, okay? Like everybody else. Anyway, YouTubers, drop your comments. Let me know what you think. I'm over now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And do y'all think she should be dressing like this, stepping out with her young girls? These are young daughters. She's going to attract the wrong people, you know? And if she have a boyfriend, because she's dressing like this, they're going to have a certain thought in their mind about her. They're not going to treat her with respect that she deserves. They're going to treat her like a hoochie mama. And because she got girls, she got to be very careful with who's coming around her girls. A lot of times when you dress that way, you attract the wrong type of man. And it's kind of good that she don't have, I don't know if she got anybody in her life, but it's good if she doesn't. Because based on how she's dressing now, she's likely to attract the wrong person who might molest her girls. That's what I'm afraid of. So Korra, get your act together, honey. You're not going to attract the right people. And you got daughters to think about. And don't ever leave your daughters around anybody by themselves, okay? Oh, I'm telling you, I am so worried for them two little girls. Based on how their mother is carrying herself. I don't think Korra is carrying herself in an appropriate manner. Because when you have girls, you got to cover up to set example. So I'm worried for those girls. I really am. And I'm worried for those girls with their father too. Because he's not right in the mind as far as I'm concerned. Anybody who admits that they use their daughter as content to bring home a YouTube check. Worry about him too. He ain't too right he ain't too sound to me. That I'm worried about. When I heard about that statement, and I had to ask myself, does he really love those children? And anybody who don't love their children, any man who don't love their children, and you're of a different ethnicity, I gotta worry about them kids. That's what I'm saying. I'm scared for them kids with both parents for different reasons. Anywho, YouTubers, drop your comments. Let me know your concerns. If I am on the right track in being concerned over these two little girls. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Thank you for watching.